We're going to tell you all about our win.
A huge win. We wanted to come back together for this week's vlog because we both, in the past week, have shared some very open and honest conversations about our experiences as mothers. And but this one is very lighthearted. This one is fun. And we're going to have a toast and a drink to positive steps forward.
We're going to tell you all about our win.
A huge win.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so in my last video, I was sharing about my difficulties with sleep time with my son and how hard it has been to just get him to go to sleep and to stay asleep in his own bed. I don't know why I'm getting emotional. But I guess just talking about it makes me emotional because it's like my son struggles with sleep. When I posted that video, I was at a very emotional point because I had no sleep and I was also just kind of at the end of my rope at the end of the week. So after that, my sister mom here came to the rescue and she went on the comments and she was just sharing just some quick and easy things that we could do. And we were able to implement them with her help.
And we did them. So let me fill you in on what we did. I had a phone call with my sister mom's son because I don't just have 2 kids. I have 3 now. I don't know why I held up 4 fingers. That's it. Shout out to Cutwater.
Cutwater.
Anywho, so I have 3 kids now, not just 2. So I had to talk to my 3rd son, the youngest, baby B. And I basically laid out the plan with him.
So we are going to come up with a program for you, and you probably won't like it right away, but it has to happen because you are growing up and you're going to be a big boy. Are you a big boy?
Yeah.
And I said, hey, you need to be a big boy now and sleep in your bed because you have a cool bed. You have a big Corvette, a red Corvette in your room. You need to be sleeping in your room. And so he started thinking about it. And he said, well, does Wink and Bella sleep in their room? I said, yeah, they've been sleeping in their room since they were babies.
I said, call them to the phone.
And they came. Like it just was like the best thing ever because they were so supportive. So
and they were able to speak each other's language.
What? Wait, do you sleep in your bed by yourself and you never get out?
Yeah.
Do you stay in it?
Yeah, just sometimes when I gotta feel like I go potty, I just wake up and go.
See, he only gets out the bed to go potty and then he go get back in his bed.
Yeah.
Yeah, here you can ask Bella too because she has her own bed.
And I do sleep in my own bed because I'm not scared about anything. Sometimes I go to the bathroom when I gotta go to the bathroom, but I don't even wake up to go to the bathroom.
Yeah, I think him hearing from them, who are his peers, he understood the importance of it, but also understanding it's possible. You can be brave. You can sleep in your own bed. You don't have to. What did he tell you? You told him that there's not enough room in the bed for him. And he said, no, but there's space between mommy and daddy where they let me fit. And I was like, yes, you fit, but you're not supposed to
you're not
fit.
supposed to be there. He
was reasoning.
He was serious about staying in their bed.
The reason you got to start learning how to self-soothe and start sleeping in your bed is because everybody needs their space and they need to be able to sleep comfortably. And you can't sleep in the bed comfortably if everybody's piled up in the bed.
Well, so my daddy and mommy have a middle spot in the bed I can lay.
Yeah, we got to get rid of that spot though. So how about this? What is something that you really, really want?
Be a big boy and lay my bed by myself.
Is that the goal?
Yeah.
Okay, I trust that you can reach that goal, and I'm going to be rooting for you. But if you do that, if you stay in your bed a whole night like a big boy for a whole week, I will get you what you want. So can you tell me what you want?
I will try.
I'm going to ask your mommy every day. Now, if you mess around and you get up, that means the clock starts over.
That means if you do day 1 and skip day 2, you're starting over, buddy. So he knew the assignment. The first night, we set the tone. So we threw on music. I can't remember. It was 528 hertz music. That's the one I suggested.
So, well, that night, I'll say this. The first night, he went to sleep. He came in my room around 3 o'clock. And it's funny because I actually woke up and I was like, oh my gosh, he hasn't come in the room. And then he actually came. So he came in the room and it was like he didn't get in the bed. He stood outside the bed and he said, Mommy, I'm scared in my room. And I was like, well, I'll come lay down with you. I put him down for a couple minutes and then he went back to sleep. And then I went back to my room and then he came back again. And so that night I ended up I was like, I'm not about to do this back and forth. So I just let him stay in the room. But I counted that as a win because he didn't just bogart his way into my bed. He actually recognized if I do this, this is going to start my clock over. I'm not going to get my surprise. And so I counted that as a win. That was a huge step forward for him.
Mm-hmm. So the next day we had him. Of course I called because I was too excited. Did I call him or he called me?
I think you called.
I called that day because he was calling me some mornings too. So we had this back and forth thing. So I called to see, how it went. And he went ahead and marked off his calendar. So I
told him we would count that as a win. So I let him do a smiley face on day 1. And then day 2, he slept all the way through the night. Mm-hmm. He slept all the way through the night. And he actually, that morning, he came to the room and he knocked on the door. He's like, Mommy, can I get up to go to the potty? I said, yes, baby, you go to the potty and then you can come lay down with Mommy. Because I think it was like 6:30, 7 in the morning. And it was almost time to go to school anyway. So I was like, yes, go ahead. Mm-hmm. So that was success.
And he would ask to call me.
It's amazing. So that's day 2.
Happy face.
That's day 2, buddy. Oh my gosh. See, it wasn't as bad as you thought it was it? To sleep in your own room, in your own bed.
So that's how you know we were on the same plane with this bargaining agreement that we came up with. Because if I wasn't calling or texting to see how he did, he would make sure that he called me. Mommy, can we call Miss Nicolia?
Miss Nicolia?
Can we call Miss Nicolia?
With his New Orleans accent.
We gotta call Miss Nicolia. So he doesn't call me Nicolia. He calls me Sequoia.
It sounds like that.
Miss Sequoia. So he called me, Miss Sequoia, guess what? I slept through the night. I'm like, yeah!
Yep. But he did tell me the first night, I forgot about this. He was like, you didn't follow the plan.
Yeah, that's right. He did.
I was like, what do you mean? He's like, you didn't put the light on in the hallway. I did put a nightlight on in his room. We always have that. But I didn't put on the music. Mm-hmm. So the next night I did find our music box. And I put it on and it played Twinkle Twinkle Little Star the entire night. It was still playing when he woke up the next morning. So every night since then, and this is now day 7, we checked off our little smiley face on the calendar. And he got to call Miss Nicolia and Miss Nicolia and let her know.
They both be tearing my name up.
We got lazy tongues. We're from New Orleans and we're drinking a cup water.
Shout out to cup water. So I think it was day 4 or 5, one of them. I was like, oh, he's really gonna do this. He's determined to get to day 7.
Good morning. Hello, Ben. How are you? Hi, good morning. I said good morning. Hello, Ben. How are you?
I'm good.
Hello, Ben. How are you? I said I made it.
What happened?
On the 7th of the day, I will get my prize. And now I'm on the 7th day, so I made it.
You proud of yourself?
Yeah.
Me too.
So I went ahead and got his little LOL surprise. I've been having it for a few days. I'm like, you know what? I got it.
And then last night was night 6. I think he was a little confused on when he actually gets his surprise. Mm-hmm. So today was day 7, the day where he gets his surprise. So we got to come see Miss Nicolia. And immediately when we got here, he is asking her to get this toy. And I'm like, he's been patient all week, so he expected it to be handed to him on a silver platter immediately when he walked through the door.
Now, mind you, I'm with a scarf on. I'm
trying
over
to get
here,
the kids together.
I'm trying to finish laundry, switch the laundry out, fold laundry, give directions, get the kids ready. Are you gonna get it? Are you gonna get my surprise? I need you to get it now. So think about Willy Wonka. What's that one? I was like, no.
What's her name, Rashada? I don't know.
Yeah, Baruka.
Yeah, I think at the end of the day, that's part of why we're doing this. Like, I'm a new mom, my first time mom, and you know, there's things I don't know. Like, I've tried all the things, I've had all the advice, and all I needed was that just extra reinforcement from a sister mom who's also done the thing that I was trying to do and told me from the beginning, girl, you should have never let the boy in your bed.
And don't get it twisted. I'm a first mom. I'm a first time mom too, because mine happened overnight. I went from having no kids to 2 kids in a matter of 6 months, both babies, and I had to do it by myself. But the one thing that I knew not to do, because I've seen other people do it and it's been a disaster. And I was like, there's no way in hell I'm about to do that. So when I started with my babies, they were both sleeping in my room. They wouldn't sleep in my bed. They slept in their cribs. I had 2 cribs in my room. And so Wink was at the foot of my bed. Bella was on the side of my bed. And I would just go back and forth between the babies. And then after a while, once they were maybe closer to 1 or maybe about 1 or so, 1.5, whatever, I moved them down the hall. I took out my guest bedroom and I made it a kid's room. And so they had been, I was worried. I didn't know if they were going to be able to do it, but they did just fine because they had already been sleeping in their own beds. But I knew not to put them in the bed with me because people who sleep in the bed with their babies have a very hard time getting those kids out of their bed.
And I'll say this too. There's no right or wrong. Like, you choose what's right for you. And at this point, in the early on, you know, I wanted to be close to my baby and I was okay with that. But now I'm like, that's enough. So it was hard to break him, but you choose the route that's right for you. Like, what is your journey? Your journey is your own. And having a sister mom joining me on this is only helping me grow as a mother and benefit me in this community and the village we're building. So
I feel good about it.
Yeah, high five. We did that.
We got to win.
Sister mom win.
Sister mom win. Cut water. I feel great. And I think another thing that helped is the fact that we brought him on board with the plan.
He was on it.
We had a full conversation. We explained what the plan was, how the plan was going to work, how long it was going to work. We got his input on what he was willing to do, what he needed to get this done, what he needed to succeed.
And it's not over.
It isn't over.
He has a 30-day goal and he has a 3-month goal. So his 30-day goal.
What's the 30-day goal?
30-day goal is I'll get him a car at our house. So
okay.
He's gonna get a red car like his friends have, so he can ride around the neighborhood.
He has a 7-day goal, which he met. That got him his LOL surprise. And then he has the 30-day goal with mom. But he also has a 90-day goal with sister mom. I'm going to buy him a car too, because when he comes here, I don't want him to have to fight with my kids. They get to fighting over the cars. I want everybody to have their own car so they can dip.
And skedaddle.
Yeah, just dip, because they get to arguing. And I don't want Casey to have to go put a car in her car every time he comes over. So he's going to have a car at home, and he's going to have a car when he comes to my house. So sister mom is buying him a car at 90 days. And I'm going to be checking too, because that's $300 that I got to spend.
We got to save up. I think he's determined.
Taxes is right around the corner. And I am a woman of my word. So if I tell him I'm going to buy him a car,
he will hold you to it. That boy has a memory like an
elephant.
Yeah, Birk is very determined. But he's also like, he's one who needs that reminder. Like, he thrives on goals and timers, and he's competitive. So if I set timers, if I set a 5-day goal, like, that's how I get him to get through the week. Like, if you're good at school all week, we'll do this. So like, those things have really helped us have successes and wins with creating structure, but also rewarding his positive behavior and his positive actions.
I'm going to get him that car. So I want you all to
Cheer
join
on.
in on cheering Baby Birk.
And let's place a wager. No, I'm just playing.
Baby Birk, we
Come
got to
here.
get your input.
Come here.
You got to tell the world
Come sit here.
about your
What'd you get for your
experience.
7-day surprise?
What did you do to get your LOL surprise? What did you do?
Sleep for 7 days.
What did you sleep?
Where did you
didn't
sleep?
for 7 days?
He slept for 7 days straight. It felt like torture to him. No, the first night he was like, Mommy, I don't like this challenge. I was like, baby, it's not a challenge. It's reality.
This is what you're doing. How do you feel about the achievement? Because we set the goal. How do you feel about it? Do you feel better? Do you feel like a big boy?
You felt like you got some good sleep. I know that, huh?
Maybe we can set up 7 days again. Then we can get my red.
All right. Thanks, guys, for listening. Share some of your sister mom wins in the chat. Make sure you like and subscribe.
Bye.
There you go. Someone's enjoying their morning shower.
BB, what you doing?
Now get the shampoo on.
What are you recording?
Today we're gonna try a pizza gummy. Oh, today we're gonna try a pizza gummy. This been coming on my phone for years. So I have this big candy of this that was coming on my phone forever. So you wanna see me bite it? Let's see. And look how the way it looks. Well, bye everyone.